In this video, we're going to take a look at the Outbox functionality within Intacct. So I can come into my pay bills screen. I can select a bunch of my bills. So let me just unselect some for motor leases here, and I can add them to my Outbox. So if I add them to my Outbox then, and I look at my Outbox payments, I had selected 36 bills for my Outbox, and then that has generated 12 separate payment requests. So I have 24 different bills here for motor leases that generated one request. So once I have stuff in my Outbox, I can select those bills and add them to my Outbox, and then I can pay from here. But let's say I had selected 200 bills for motor leases, and then I realized I was missing one. So I could, add that to my Outbox so that it generates just that one request. Then go in and enter another bill for that vendor. And then once that bill is in, I can come back in here, I can select it, and I can say add to Outbox, and it's going to give me the option to merge that with the existing payment request I have for that vendor. So I can merge that, and then if I go back into my Outbox payments, I still only have 12 payment requests, but one of them, the motor leases one, now has 25 bills. So I've merged that additional bill in there with that. So there may be some scenarios where this functionality would be useful for you. And then obviously, once you are in the Outbox, you can choose to pay from here, or you can select your bills and you can remove them from the Outbox. So once you've sent them to the Outbox, it does create a payment request. And let's say you had selected, these 25 or 200 or however many bills for one vendor, and you had forgotten to apply a credit against one of those bills. What you could do in that scenario is come to the payment request section here, and then you can go into that particular payment request. So let's say the one for motor leases, edit this, and then whichever bill it was that you needed to apply that credit to, you would unselect it in the payment request and save, so that makes that payment available again in your pay bills screen. So then you would go into pay bills and apply the credit against that bill, and then add to Outbox so that it merges once again with that payment request, so that credit is included in that payment. It's just so that you don't lose all that work that you've already done when you selected those bills. So that's the Outbox. Obviously, once you come in here, you can pay from here. Unfortunately, this screen is static. It's something that we can't edit the columns here, but it's some functionality that you might have use for. So definitely play around with that. But that is the Outbox within Accounts Payable.